I have thought long and hard about this. At first, I was hesitant to tell you, but heck, why should I be ashamed? We are all human beings. It's just that what made me unique is that I was diagnosed bipolar. Yes, you heard it right. It may sound scary, but no. I am not the type that you usually see in the movies with full body clothing, white overalls, arms strapped together. I have been with Manulife for 4 years, spent more than 10 years in the financial industry, graduated in the top university, and I can say that I have a pretty good track record despite being bipolar. It is just that there are events in our lives which are out of our control. To celebrate the Mental Health Month, which ended just yesterday, I decided what better way to advocate for awareness of various mental health concerns but to share my personal experience. I know it is not conventional to just talk about it casually. We were so used to not talking about it, aren't we? We were programmed, especially being Filipinos, to shrug off our negative emotions or keep our anxieties and other sensitive issues under the rug. We Filipinos are known to be resilient population and among the happiest people on earth. But what if I tell you that according to World Health Organization in 2019, depression is already a common illness worldwide with more than 264 million people affected, while bipolar disorder affects about 45 million. The Philippines WHO Special Initiative for Mental Health, conducted in 2020, shows that at least 3.6 million Filipinos suffer from one kind of mental, neurological, and substance use disorder. So what is bipolar disorder? Bipolar disorder is also known as manic depression, is a mental illness that brings severe high, low moods and changes in sleep, energy, thinking, and behavior. People who have bipolar disorder can have periods in which they feel overly happy and energized, and other periods of feeling very sad, hopeless, and sluggish. In between those periods, they usually feel normal. You can think of the highs and the lows as two poles of mood. That is why called bipolar disorder. I have bipolar 2 disorder. With this type, I also have erratic highs and lows, but it isn't as extreme as bipolar 1. The doctor said that this could be due to genetics or it could be attributed to going through a time of high stress and trauma. So let me tell you my story. Last year, before I was diagnosed, a major life-turning event happened. It was May of 2020, the peak of the COVID-19 virus scare. My longtime partner of 4.5 years broke up, and I broke up. I found out that he has been cheating on me for a year with a younger woman. We were set to get married, but all plans of the future have been shattered into pieces. Flashbacks of past traumas came haunting me. Issues of my mother and father abandoning me as a child, vulnerability, and physical abuse. I was in agony for weeks and months. It affected my work, it affected my outlook in life, and it was the time that I was almost suicidal. I had no family members with me at the time of pandemic. I was all alone, dealing with the excruciating pain. Just imagine. But luckily, my niece named Leona came to the rescue and stayed with me. I was advised to go to counseling and seek professional help. My doctor prescribed medications to stabilize my moods and fix my sleep problems. And that's what I did. That's how everything started to change. A 360-degree turn. I went from the night shift to day shift, 4 hours of sleep or sometimes 0 hour of sleep to 8 hours of sleep, from eating unhealthy food to eating green leafy vegetables, from no exercise to daily practicing of yoga and meditation, from having no family members with me to frequent encounters with family and friends. I can think of hundreds of changes that happened to me. I am so grateful. One thing more I can say is that all these changes were brought upon by the unfortunate events and triggers. But we don't have to wait for something tragic to happen to us, to you, to your family member, to your friend, before we start taking care of ourselves and reaching out to our families and loved ones. I also want to share that I was in denial at first. I was not able to accept my condition, as this may pose a threat to my livelihood and relationships. But with continuous counseling and support from my mentors and leaders, family and friends, I was able to gain the confidence to accept my new reality. I really hope the stigma or the negative stereotypes associated to mental illness or depression will subside and soon go away. We need to have a more accepting culture. We also need to provide the support and attention that people with mental health problems need. I hope this story has given you something to take away. I am glad that you are here listening to my speech right now, and I hope that by speaking out or coming out of the closet here in Toastmasters, I have inspired you to be more open, to be more vocal, and to be more empathic and kind to all the people that you meet. I would like to end my speech with this quote. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about.